or lack thereof.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the last few days has been hard. It's not much to watch.
No, it's the deadest time in sports is what this time period is pretty much known as when you get past the baseball all-star break and all those festivities. But baseball's back in full swing, regular season and all that, but just not a lot else going on. WNBA, for those who enjoy that, is of course out there, but there is still some cool stuff happening, and so we try to highlight here amongst other things in this segment. So want to start off with something very cool that happened on Friday and what it's now led to for the Baseball Hall of Fame. But we have not talked about a young man by the name of Nick Kurtz, a.k.a. Big Amish, who is not Amish, but whose nickname is the Big Amish. And I'm sure at this point, if you followed any sports whatsoever, you know exactly who Nick Kurtz is because he was all of the talk of the sports world on Friday night, given his performance against the Astros. And really into Saturday, was still seeing a ton of stuff written about him and seeing even more. So if you are one of those who doesn't follow baseball at all and are wondering who Nick Kurtz is, well, he is the man named Big Amish who's not Amish, who also against the Astros went 6 for 6 with 4 home runs, 8 RBI, and 19 total bases in one single game. Pretty remarkable, and nearly had 5 home runs. Got very close to having 5 home runs in that game on Friday night. But what a performance it was. 18th player since 1900 to hit 4 home runs in a game. That actually seemed like a lot more than I would have thought it was.
Yeah, let's see. Bo Jackson did it once. For the longest time, the last person to do it was Glenn Allen Hill.
Yeah, from Toronto. Was he with the Blue Jays at the time?
Or maybe the Indians. I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah, Glenn Allen Hill did it. So, but yeah, it's been a long time. I'm trying to think of the other ones. But yeah, Nick Kurtz is a monster.
Yeah, so 18th player since 1900 to hit 4 home runs in a game. He nearly had 5, as I mentioned, but had a double as well and a single along with those 4 home runs. So 19 total bases. The 19 total bases ties him with Sean Green back in 2002 as the most. And then 6 runs total scored, which is, you're crossing home plate 6 times. You're definitely contributing to your team in a major way. Only the 9th player since 1900 to score 6 runs in one game. So pretty remarkable stuff there when you're talking about 2 records since, or you're talking about 1 since 1900 and then less than 20 guys since 1900 and the only guy since 2002. So he had an OPS of 982 before this game. And so this just like raised up what was already a pretty successful season. But what an incredible game for Nick Kurtz. Did you guys take that in at all? Did you see any highlights?
I saw. Oh yeah. I mean, me, I'm following baseball on Twitter all night long.
Is it true that the broadcaster miscalculated a home run?
Yeah, it was Chip Carey, but it wasn't for him. It was for Lawrence Butler.
Oh,
he lost it in the lights, and then
said it was foul.
Yeah, he said it was foul, and then when Lawrence Butler came circling around second base, and he looked up at the jumbotron, he was like, "Oh crap! Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know if it was Kurtz."
Yeah,
So Kurtz with that big game on Friday night is giving some stuff back to Cooperstown as he got his game-used cleats authenticated. At first, he was being asked about giving his bat, and he had only been using the bat for the past couple of weeks. So obviously, like, man, this thing's got some juice to it. I'd like to keep it. The Hall of Fame did tell him that he could hold on to the bat until it broke or when he no longer wanted to use it, but he declined and went ahead and sent his bat. And said when the Hall of Fame asked, you just kind of have to do it. Also had his game-used cleats authenticated, as I mentioned. Those will eventually go to Cooperstown, but he did say they're the only cleats I got, so I have to keep wearing them. When I'm done using them, they might as well go as well. So he's getting some stuff sent to the Baseball Hall of Fame. They're going to have a little exhibit, I would imagine, a little thing set up for him, but pretty damn cool. Most extra base hits in his first 66 career games. He was on that list just behind Joe DiMaggio through the past 125 seasons. So he can go on and on with like all the different accomplishments, but pretty cool. Nick Kurtz is getting some Hall of Fame love, and rightfully so after a huge game on Friday night against the Astros.
They've got a couple of good young players. Jacob Wilson, not our Jacob Wilson that used to work with us, but actually he's out for a while. He's got a fractured forearm, but he's got one of the wildest stat lines in the world. He's hitting like 322. And you know what his on base percentage is, Smokey?
322. He's hitting 322.
You want to like to know? Would you like to know what it is? This on base percentage, he's hitting 322.
It's got to be 8 something.
No, it's like 323.
So he doesn't walk at all.
He doesn't walk, and he doesn't walk, and he doesn't strike out.
Okay.
He just like if you give him a pitch in the zone, he's going to make contact and he's going to get on base. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. But they have him. They have Nick Kurtz. They have Lawrence Butler, who's the one who hit the home run that Chip Carey lost in the lights. They've got some interesting young players as they play out this stretch in San Diego before moving to Vegas. But unfortunately for the A's, a lot of people won't get to see them because they have a terrible owner who does dumb things.
Well, I mean, they're going to be in Vegas now, so just in time.
Yeah.
Those guys will be bigger stars than anybody was for Oakland in the last, 25 years as far as marketing and things like that go. But, nice timing for the A's, who would normally just trade these guys away in the next couple of years. But now, they'll probably hold on to them, right? Because you got to have something to sell. And maybe the timing is exactly perfect for once for the Oakland, soon-to-be Las Vegas A's. But, Nick Kurtz sending some gear to the Hall of Fame based on that historic night, and just incredible to read off those stats for anybody, anytime. What a game. Meanwhile, we've had another passing in the world of sports. Seems like there's been a lot of passings just in entertainment here lately. Ozzy Osbourne last week, and Hulk Hogan, and I don't want to start naming more names off because I'm sure I'm forgetting about somebody already, but in the world of sports, Ryne Sandberg passed away at age 65. He is best known, obviously, as a big-time star for the Chicago Cubs, a baseball Hall of Famer. He passed away yesterday from metastatic prostate cancer at the age of 65, and the team was the one to announce that. He was at his home surrounded by family, according to the Cubs, and his number 23 jersey is already retired. He's got a statue outside of Wrigley Field as well, but I'm sure there will be some tributes certainly coming his way in Chicago soon, and we'll see what else that they do, but what a tremendous baseball player, and definitely the guy who growing up for me in the 90s was the one that I thought of when I thought of the Cubs. It was like Ryne Sandberg, and that was a pretty easy answer for me for a very long time. But very sad news, 65 years old.
Yeah, he was just something else. He personified the 80s and 90s of baseball for me. Like, he was one of the faces of it. It was him and Ripken and Mike Schmidt and guys like that that I often think of when I think about that late 80s, early 90s run. I remember him in the home run derby at Wrigley Field. I remember watching it in the afternoon in the summertime, turning on WGN because the Cubs, even when they got lights, still to this day, they play the most day
Braves
games
and the Cubs were on every afternoon.
But they were on, and the Cubs didn't have lights until 88 or 89. So they still had that kind of baked into their just tradition of playing these afternoon games. So, man, I watched a lot of Ryne Sandberg growing up, a lot of them. He was, I think, for mine and Craig's generation, he was just a really popular player, no matter if you were a Cubs fan or not. Everybody knew Ryne Sandberg because of WGN. And he carried himself as the perfect local baseball hero should. Always did. And I know that Ernie Banks is Mr. Cub, but if there was a second Mr. Cub, it would be Ryne Sandberg, because he, to me, in my generation, and Craig's generation, is synonymous with the Chicago Cubs.
He was quiet. He wasn't, he's not someone that brought a lot of attention to himself, other than the fact he's a hell of a player. Was he not on the staff when the Cubs finally broke the drought for the World Series? He was on staff in some way.
I think he's in the front office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which was cool. But you heard the Dion story yesterday. The prostate cancer. testing, PSA. Maybe they did that. Maybe he found out. Maybe it was too late. But there's another example: prostate cancer in a man. It seemed like that mid-60s to upper 60s when it kicked you.
Well, I mean, if you were looking for a sign of whether you should go get checked out or not, and you've been wondering, I think the world has said over the last 2 days of go get checked out. If you're a dude, go get your prostate checked. Deion Sanders, Ryne Sandberg. I feel like there's somebody else that's been in that mix as well. There was a Hollywood actor or a singer in the last 6 to 8 months that died because of it too. I can't remember who it was. So I'm left-handed, and I had a glove where Ryne Sandberg's name was in it for some reason because he wasn't left-handed. I don't know what that was all about. I didn't really like that. I would prefer to have had a Griffey glove because Griffey was left-handed or somebody who was left-handed. But for whatever reason, I ended up with a Ryne Sandberg left-handed glove, and that's what I wore. It was actually falling off, and I couldn't get a new glove. I don't know.
Do you still have it? Do you keep it?
I mean, it was like before high school even graduated, it was already falling apart. I mean, the liner had all fallen out.
Yeah, usually, your father should do a better job of getting you a glove that's not a right-handed guy with a left-handed glove.
Or just a new glove at that point would have been good in general. But
especially one that works in sports and would know these things.
Yeah. I actually was cleaning out my closet the other day and found a couple of old baseball gloves. That's interesting you bring that up.
That glove literally fell apart, and it was the Ryne Sandberg glove that I had for 10 plus years. And so I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for Ryne Sandberg for that reason of just he was the autograph in the palm of my glove for so long. But I don't know why he was on a left-handed glove, but he was. So Ryne Sandberg passing away at age 65. And it was said by Jed Hoyer, Cubs president of baseball ops, during the team's broadcast on July 20th. This was from ESPN, but just kind of wrapping it up. He was a superhero in this city. You think about Jordan, Walter Payton, and Ryne Sandberg all here at the same time. And I can't imagine a person handling their fame better, their responsibility for a city better than he did. So Ryne Sandberg, moving on up, so to speak. And the Cowboys got some good news yesterday on the injury front after a little bit of panic that Tyler Guyton might be lost for the entire year after a knee injury took him off the field in training camp. The Cowboys getting some good news. Their left tackle, who's entering his second year, will miss some time. He is injured with a knee injury, but the possibility of playing against the Eagles is a lot higher than it was yesterday when people thought he would miss the entire season. So holding out hope that he will be okay. He got pushed into some bodies during a team period, landed awkwardly, was on the ground for a few minutes before he got helped off by training staff. But after the exams, much less severe than initially anticipated, and it was not a torn ACL. His ACL is intact, and instead he got a bone fracture, which will keep him out for 1 to 2 months. So, Paul, big sigh of relief, I would imagine, on your part.
Yeah, but it's always 4 to 6 weeks. Which
they never have really serious injuries, do they?
Shut up. Demarion Overshown's lucky to have a leg.
No, God, no.
But no, it is. Look. It's at least a little bit of good news. Like everything I read, every time Stephen Jones talks, I don't even notice Jerry anymore so much. Like he's going to say ridiculous things.
Good for you. That makes your life a lot easier.
But no, because now I focus on the guy I really think is the problem, and that's Stephen, because Stephen's really the guy who kind of runs those contract negotiations, and then they get to Jerry later. And Stephen the other day said, well, Micah's got to want to get paid. And I don't know what the F that means.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Just like so-called drought. Like, what is going on?
He's starting to get up there in age too now.
Yeah.
I remember when I first met him and interviewed him, he was like 20-something.
Put Kai in charge.
Yeah, young phenom. Yeah.
He's John Stephen. Somebody take over.
He was a hell of a player at Highland Park High School.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So Tyler Guyton is going to be okay after all. Couple more notes. Caitlin Clark Stalker has been sentenced. 55-year-old man from Texas, Denton, Texas, named Michael Lewis, told police he was, according to ESPN, in an imaginary relationship with Caitlin Clark. He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison.
He said imaginary?
He said an imaginary relationship.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison yesterday after pleading guilty to stalking and harassing. A Denton native reached a deal with Marion County prosecutors, which he pled guilty to 1 felony count of stalking, 1 misdemeanor count of harassment. He'll get credit for time served at the Marion County Adult Detention Center. Since his arrest, he was ordered to stay away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, Fever events, and Indiana Pacers organization events, and must have no contact with the 23-year-old Clark. He will also not be allowed internet access during his sentence. And so the prosecutor said this helps resolve blah, blah, blah. He had been arrested on January 12th after allegedly sending hundreds of threats and sexually explicit messages on X, aka Twitter, to Clark between December of last year and January of this year. One of those messages, according to court documents, been driving around your house 3 times a day.
Oh, God.
But don't call the law just yet. The public is allowed to drive by Gainbridge, a.k.a. Caitlin's Fieldhouse. Another message, I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench. Another one, they said I was sending threatening texts, but the only thought on my mind was Caitlin, all spelled out in capital letters. So just a total creepo, total in case of probably some mental illness, and a guy that needs to be off the streets and is now off the streets for at least the next year plus, but or maybe a couple years. I don't know about how much time served, but there you go. Michael Lewis sentenced in the stalking case over Caitlin Clark, and there's a few things off the radar. I'll leave it there.
There's some guys in the chat room are saying that they had imaginary relationships with some people too, and they're all being very, very not very nice.
Well,
who do you think were one of the top 2 or 3 names of women that were brought up in the chat room?
Given the age of them, like
Farrah Fawcett,
Selma Hayek.
I was going to say Sophia Loren.
Kim Coulter said he had one with Selma Hayek.
Mae West. We got all old people. Got old people in there.
Doris Day,
Donna Reed.
Who's the lady that was the mother of Brady Bunch?
Oh, God, what is her name?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
I mean, Carol Brady. Like, what is her name? Golly,
Jessica Alba.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's my timeline right there. That's for sure.
There you go.
Hey, look, Craig, recently single.
Who?
So you're
Alba.
saying?
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a better chance now than before. So
yeah, her old husband was named Cash, if I remember correctly. So she divorced Cash, huh?
Yes,
and walked away with a lot of it probably too, and brought most of it into the marriage most likely as well.
Actually, I say this because they're one of our sponsors. He's the founder of Pair of Thieves.
Really?
Well, I think he is a great man, and he has done so much good for this world. And I love Pair of Thieves, and so it's a great company, and you should support them. And
look,
it'll go to her eventually, probably, but
he's doing well. He's doing well.
Somebody said Susan B. Anthony. If in fact you had an imaginary relationship with somebody, would it be an athlete or would it be like Jessica Alba?
It would be an actress or a singer or something like that. Not an athlete for me. I don't have a sports crush. I know like half the world's is Caitlin Clark apparently. I mean, the way it's kind of portrayed and the way it's shown in like viewer metrics and things like that. I mean, I don't know about crush for everybody because there's just little kids watching and stuff too, but you know what I mean? Like she's just got such an aura about her that it's really like bizarre is not the right word because it sounds negative, but I say this like every time she gets brought up. I don't know that I fully get it. Like that just how popular she is.
Yeah, she just I don't compared to 2 of her teammates. Was it Hull and Sophie Cunningham?
You're the WNBA expert with Paul now, so I'm the one that's on the outside now.
There was a time when Skylar Diggins, Paul rang our bell a little bit, right? Remember when she was at Notre Dame? But Florence Henderson. Is that the one who was at Brady Bunch?
Florence
there you
Henderson.
go. Thank you very much for that. Okay.
I would have said Maureen O'Hara, who is from that era. A lot of people would have picked Maureen O'Hara. That would be.
If Craig brought up Farrah Fawcett, that was the poster.
What's
for
the oldest Brady's name? Marsha Brady. Marsha.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Craig? Anything else?
I was done about 5 minutes ago. I told you I was wrapped up
Adrienne
with
Barbeau.
Man, that's a. She's a Bond girl, wasn't she?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Thank you, Craig, very much. John McClain around the corner in Garrett, who would have been your imaginary relationship?
I mean, like as a child, probably like
A child?
I don't know, like
Oh, he's been
Gabrielle
married
Union or
since
something.
he's
Right now,
19.
man, like Megan the Stallion, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Megan the Stallion.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Thank
He
you
likes
very
that
much.
song.
He's wearing his Montreal Expos cap. How many caps do you have? Are they all
God.
hung in a closet or what?
I have them on a shelf. I have probably 40, close
Okay.
to 40. I have almost every MLB team, but I gave some to my nephew, so I got to re-up.
Found an old Redskins hat the other day going
Nice.
through the closet. All right, when we come back, a couple more nuggets to get to. This is 365 Sports.